Sup dudes, it's me. Just a quick sort of run through on sort of skills that I would use and how I would use it in game. Mainly juggling. I have a very good example of juggling here. And a bit of defensive shield or bubble, as I would have referred to it in my presentation. And all around just diving the right proper targets. So we start the fight off with me against a Widow. She absolutely tore us apart in this game, but you know, I did my best to sort of stop her. We only lost the game 1-0, so you know, we did alright. So yeah, firstly, get the kill on her. Lots of pressure on her. She just gives up, which is the right thing to do in this situation. Obviously, I get very cocky. There we go. Now, really, they should have backed off and regrouped, but this Ana is a very offensive Ana and doesn't press S. So here we are in a situation. If I would just... Right, okay. She goes very offensive and lands a big sleep on our Echo there. This is Noah, so I will call him Noah. So this is me. I'm going to try and block the incoming damage, which she'll probably throw, which is a E ability or F ability, which is, of course, her anti-nade, which her anti-nade heals to friendly and deals damage to enemies. So you'll see it in a minute. It'll be all purple. Right, you see that there? She hits it. We're both antied, which means we can't be healed. However, it does awake Noah. He sustained 65 damage, if I remember correctly. I've tanked it, and I've only took around 42 damage. So the Ana, she lands a huge nade. We can't heal. Her soldier is coming back in. He's going to deploy his heals. So in this situation, he is going to try and kill both of us. And as tank, I need to protect my players. And like Callum was referring to earlier, I need to be selfless. And here we go. Let me just slow this down for you to see properly. So I keep pressuring. I deploy my bubble. Ana moves right to try and finish the shot on Noah or my Echo, but I drop my bubble to stop that happening. As you can see, this is sort of the particles repelling back off my barrier. I force her into this corner by dealing large amounts of pressure, like not large, but a significant amount of pressure on her, and I will finish her. The soldier is being pressured by Noah with fantastic aim, by the way, while he's trying to be healed, which means he's not going to be healed to full capacity, meaning he has to back out. We'll get a pick on that Ana, and they should reset and regroup. So let's see this happen. And another key point I'd like to, or moment I'd like to point out is Josh, our main support. Fantastic Suzu there. Now Suzu is the ability that can stop CC. Basically, that's all it can do, and it heals you. So it gets rid of the anti-nade effects, which means we can now be healed thanks to that. I force Ana into a corner. I finish her. There we go. Now, from my POV here, I'm thinking They have one support down. Let's go in. And me being a very, very, very aggro player, I see 3 targets. I see 3 targets. The Rhine gets separated, goes way too aggro, and is pushing both our DPS, meaning he's going to take some proper damage. I jump in, landing on 2 targets, dealing damage. The Moira has splash healing, so she can keep the soldier alive. And she can also fade. The soldier can run, which is what we'll see in a minute. I will take a lot of damage here, but I will prop primal. As you can see, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm going around just below half health. I pop it just in time. See that again. Hang on, sorry. Right, so here we go again. I dive in. I pressure. The Moira fades. The soldier doesn't run. She still provides him with healing. I get him down to half, just below half health, and I go in with Primal. Primal is a very good ability that is good for knocking players about and basically disrupting their team. Now, at this point, I don't really have a target. I want to find the soldier. I don't know where he's gone. He's out my sight lines. So I go and land a hit on the Moira. I turn and I see this guy running away. And at this point, I'm thinking he's going to go and ult both my supports who are on cart. Now, this is where juggling is such a fine art. Here we go. I see him. We get the kill on the Moira. I'm coming for him. He doesn't know what's coming for him. He's going to press Q and ult my supports. And I'm just going to wait here to watch him fail. You could probably tell where this is going, but I get back, I land a big swing on him. And into the water he goes, which is is basically off the map boundary, so he dies basically. These are called environmental kills, but you know, that's not really relevant. I juggled him off. And look, I jump in front of my Mercy to stop him from getting any more damage. And I get him off. That is the fine art of juggling. And I know it weren't the best sort of juggling. You know, I didn't really juggle a Pharah and kill her in the air. I didn't do that, but I stopped potentially a fight changing ult. Yeah, that's just a sort of example about how offensive and defensive Winston can be. You know, I used my bubble here earlier, defensive play. I dive in on two targets, offensive. I kill a soldier that was about to kill both my supports. I guess that's defensive and offensive because, you know, I sort of got a kill and I did chase it, to be fair. But yeah, it's another good example. If you want to watch that from my POV, just because, you know, I love this clip so much. Hang on. Look, you see him there? I see him there, and I'm like, yes. Yeah, so hopefully this gives you, a sort of idea about how Winston is played, offensively and of course defensively. I will follow up with a second video on just to sort of show his mechanics and how some of the combos work, because he doesn't deal that much damage, and you need to make sure that he deals as much damage as possible in order to kill targets. So